Hello, guys. Thank you for finding time and join us today. I'm Kate Skavish, co-founder of Wave.video, and this is Chad. He's host of Live.better show, which is on Wednesday, and it's all about live streaming and how to make it better. And he's live streaming guru and the soul of our community. So he will show you all the benefits of live streaming studio. And while we are waiting for more people to join, I would love if you to have you share your name and where you're from in the comments below. While we're waiting for more people to tune in, I will again say that we will talk about live streaming studio, the power of integration, and thumbnail maker. And this is a special webinar for affiliates, and I want you to make sure you know that we have 50% affiliate program from now to the end of hi Kevin, for the end of May, when we share 50-50 every profit that we get from somebody who you brought in. So basically, it's not like regular 20%, it's not 30%, not 15, it's 50. We give you half of every profit we make from your audience, and it's forever. It's not just once, it's just forever. For everybody who came to us now through end of May, we share the profit with you evenly. So take the opportunity. If you are not affiliate, I encourage you to sign up, and here we are. Now, I think it's a Chad turn, and he will talk about studio and live streaming studio, and then we will come back and talk about other stuff.
All right. So we're going to try a couple weird things here. Hopefully this will all work out. You know, it's always fun when we try to share the studio inside the studio onto your screen. So we're going to try to have some fun with that today. All right. So I am going to be showing you some of the highlights, the features of the
Chad, we cannot hear you.
You still can't hear me?
We couldn't hear you, so I brought you back.
Oh, well, there we go. So I'm going to be sharing. I thought I was on, so I apologize, guys. I'm going to be sharing some of the highlights. All right, so just a couple little features here and there, some that set us apart from some of the others. But right off the get-go is just something simple, just for your preferences, and that's the ability to have either a dark or light mode.
Chad,
yeah.
I'm sorry, we still cannot see your screen share.
Oh, did we not switch the scene?
When we switch the scene, we don't hear you.
Oh, really? I thought the God mode was on. Or the director mode, whatever we call it now. So you can't hear me right now?
No, now we can.
Now you can. Okay. Well, thanks, guys. Sorry, I'm watching my stuff over here, and I'm not watching over here today, so it's a little bit more crazy. So, all right, real quick, if you want to use the dark mode or light mode, you just go over here to your little account, drop down menu there, switch it. You can turn it off or on, depending on which version you like. Of course, I think the majority of us like the dark mode. So there is that quick little deal. Next little part there that we can do is you can add guests. Now, I had sent a link, I think, Kate, I don't know if you got it, for her to be able to come in to the studio here. I sent it to her in Slack.
Okay. Of course, I missed it. But I will change that momentarily. And
not a problem.
Here I am.
All right, so she's here. I'm going to bring her into the studio. I'm going to switch here, and so we're going to both be in here. Now, one of the things that's really cool Why am I hearing this? Sorry, guys. I usually have a better grasp of what I'm doing. On this side of the screen here, we have multiple layouts. Okay, so if you want to be on by yourself, if you want to be on with your guests, if you want to go full screen with both of you, we don't have a third person, so we're not going to do this one. But here's some fun ones that we have that are fun to play around with, and that's the ability to do circles. We have this angled cut one. This is a fun little, I don't even know what we call this one, but everybody really loves it. And if you see right here, I can click on this little button here and drag Kate to where I am, and we split them. We switch places. So lots of fun there with that as well. And then the bottom three are screen share. So multiple options for how your screen's going to look when you do your screen share, or we can do this with the circles as well. Okay, moving right along here, I'm going to go back to this screen here. We looked at some of the layouts. We looked at adding guests. We looked at the preset layouts. Now, the other fun little deal is that any of your guests, so if I go here to Kate, I can click on her three little dots here on the menu and give her permissions. Now, what this is really cool is that it allows you to just have anybody, a guest, or if you have a producer or somebody else that you want to use in the studio come in, you can give them any rights they want. So even a guest, if I wanted to, I could make them an admin, and they can do everything that I can except for add new media. But otherwise, they can pretty much do everything that I can do in the show. This is super helpful. And when we're running Live Better on Wednesdays, this is one of the things that we use all the time. So nobody has to log into your account. Nobody has to have a special code to come into your account. They're just able to do it. And that's absolutely brilliant on Wave's part. Okay. So after you give everyone powers, the next fun deal here is everyone's favorite. And that's the ability to move and resize cameras and put things wherever it is you want. So I have these circles here. And if I hover over either one of us, you can see that I now can put me here. If I want to be the star of the show and I want Kate to have a smaller role, I can say, okay, Kate, you're just going to be over here in this little tiny circle. That's kind of mean. But here's what's great about this, right? So in the past, when you would make an overlay for your show, you would have to make sure that the boxes lined up exactly right so that when you hit the preset layouts, which we do have some of those, that everything lined up right. But with this, that's not necessary, which is why during our show each week, we're able to have fun with one of my favorite overlays, which is this little guy right here, the submarine. Now, typically we have some animation, but because we're doing so much today, I'm not going to bring that in. But I can bring my guest into the submarine. And when I do that, I allow them to take time when we go underwater to say and do whatever they want. And then I put my guy right here. Ta-da. And I let them know, hey, don't be afraid. Don't be scared. If anything goes wrong, I'll be right here in this little bubble diving suit, right? So Kate's praying before she goes under the water. Super cool feature. So if you wanted to, well, here's one. If you wanted to take Kate here, for example, and if I wanted her to fit inside this little tablet and have the look of as though she's coming to us live from the tablet, then I would have that ability to do that, right? Because I just cut out the screen from the tablet and now I can resize it and I can put Kate wherever I want. So super cool. That means all of you creatives out there, you can do anything you can dream of. And it's one of my favorite features inside Wave. Okay, moving right along, because this is just a quick overview, right? We're not going into like a really deep dive on how to do all of these things. It's more just features so that you're aware of what you can and can't do. After moving and resizing the cameras, next is the ability to create scenes. Now, if you look over here on the far left side, normally, and I've seen this because I've shown this to a lot of people, they don't notice this little tab. It's hiding, but it wants to be found. It says show scenes, and so you click it. And when you do, magic happens. Now, I've already created scenes here. You use the plus button to do that, or you can copy one. But it means I can set up my whole show ahead of time. If I had this scene ready to go, and I'm like, okay, in this scene, it's going to be me and Kate, and we're going to be in this angled look, and I can say, okay, I want to use this background. And then when it's time for that particular part of the show, I just click that scene. And ta-da, my entire show is laid out. Super awesome. Not only that, but right here in this little drop box, you have the ability to change it to a crossfade or use a slide transition. I don't know that I've really seen anybody use the slide transition, but if you do want the whole screen to move over, that's an option for you as well. Okay, so let's go back to here, all of our different little fun things here. You can create scenes. And next, you can share screens and video. So here, right underneath the main screen here, you would click share video. And what you're able to do there is use any video that you have on your computer. And you can bring it up, listen to it, comment on it, have a great time with it. Or we can do a share screen. Now with a share screen, I can do a Chrome tab, I can do a window. I'm going to go